Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today we're talking about how to stand out as the one. How to stand out for men that they see you as the one, as the potential for investing in you, for proposing you, and how to avoid being the person that is invisible. Have you been there? You've been invisible, where you kind of like you did everything for the guy. You were always available. You drove up to him. Whenever he asked something, you were available for that. And yet he didn't choose you. And yet you felt invisible. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you've experienced. So I've definitely been there. The invisible good girl who no one would notice, who would just please and never get anything in return. And there was a point in my life where I just was tired of that. Or I was the successful woman that, did the right thing. I've always done the right thing, done my studies, done my job. And yet I always felt like I just never was enough, never enough to be chosen, never enough to have this something that's magnetic to men. And I decided that, let's look into that. Let's look into that. What is it that's magnetic? And who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And let me tell you how those two things go together. You are magnetic when you are the most authentic version of you, when you are just simply yourself, because you speak your truth, you fully feel whatever you are feeling in the moment, and you express it. And that is just so magnetic. Like, your favorite artist, your favorite singer or actress or actor, they are so amazing because they express so well those emotions in the moment, right? Like you can just like feel what they are going through. And this is so magnetic. So not only did it improve my own quality of life to be more of who I am, to express more how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, to be more confident about it. Like, not only did it help me in my personal life, of course, also in my career, the more I am who I am, the more I attract like minded clients, but also I became magnetic because people are magnetized to confidence, and confidence comes with authenticity, with you knowing who you are, what you want, what you're feeling, what is your true, honest desire, not what society or your parents told you. And it took me a lot of inner work to actually get to the point where I'm just the authentic me. And by the way, I had one time, I just wanted to add this quickly before I forget. I had one time a client that was like, I want to be with a top 1% man, but I don't want to be like that dumb bimbo who's just saying yes to everything. And I'm like, who told you that? You, like, what? No, like, this is not how to create a healthy relationship anyways. You can't connect with someone when somebody is pleasing and not in the authentic self. Plus, it's not even sexy. Yeah, like, let's forget the old I'm gonna be the good girl and just saying yes to everything and then I'm gonna be chosen. Like, we all know that doesn't work. Okay, like we know this since years. All right. So it took me lots of inner work to be here, to speak what I want to speak, to think what I want to think. And especially when having a childhood where I kind of couldn't really do it without being punished, it was difficult because I had to overcome the fear that if I speak up or if I'm myself, I'm going to be punished for that in some kind of way, criticized, left, told to be quiet, told to adjust more, like, and I'm not saying that in a relationship we're not doing compromises. We sometimes do. Okay, if it's not a deal breaker, we sometimes do. So don't get me wrong. When we are in a committed relationship, when you're in a committed relationship, compromises are going to be necessary. However, a compromise is something else than not being you, not showing up, what you truly think, what your own values are. And I really had to do so much inner work, and I had to learn that if I'm myself and there are people, I encounter people, I meet people that actually punish me, that triggered by that, by the radiance, by my voice, by my emotional expression, that it's simply not my problem. Those people are not a match for me because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not harming anybody. I'm just myself. And yet there are so many people who want to dim your light. But I promise you, the right people, especially top 1% high value men, they will love this radiance. They will feel magnetized to it. By the way, everybody is going to love that radiance. It's just the people with lower consciousness are going to be triggered by that, are going to want to dim your light, are going to criticize that. Yeah, so a lot of the times, criticism, weird looks are just a hidden compliment because something in them wants like this authenticity too. And for everybody, the process is different. For me, overcoming the fear of being punished was the biggest step to really becoming confident, becoming myself, and understanding that if someone tries to punish me by criticizing, withdrawing, saying that I'm weird or whatever, that it's their problem and I don't have to engage, I don't have to defend myself, I don't have to do anything with that. So that was one of the biggest pillars for me. But every woman or everybody has a different journey. Yeah, one of my clients, for example, she I mean, for her, it was the person I just recently talked to. For her, it was similar, where her parents were trying to control her. So she kind of got used to not speaking up her mind. And we really had to work on that. That during her dating phase, she would be able to speak her mind because how else would she find a man that's like a match for her values, for her thoughts, right? And sometimes it's also about like the fear of being worthy to be seen or the feeling of am I good enough, because we all are not perfect, and so many times it's like am I good enough, and a lot of women are hiding behind the achievements, like, and then talking about the achievements are not really showing their soul, their emotions, what really are the values. And yes, your achievements are amazing, yeah, but this is not in business interview when you're on a date. It's about connecting to somebody's heart, to their emotions. That's why we like certain songs the most, because they are waking up a certain emotion in us, yeah? And that's why if you desire to attract the perfect match for you, top 1% man, and you'd like more support on your journey, please reach out for a free love audit call. So the way coaching is with me, it's never A, B, C, D, E, you do whatever I tell you the steps. No, no, no. We first find out what is important to you. What are your values? What is the true you? And would it be safe and maybe even exciting to show it, to show up confidently? And honestly, this recipe just naturally attracts the right people for you, just naturally. Just like I've been always sharing with you guys that this whole concept of attracting a millionaire never was even my goal. I just wanted to be wealthy. I just wanted to feel safe with money. I just wanted to feel abundant, that I can buy whatever I want. Like yesterday, I went into a store and I just was like, I can just buy whatever I want. I literally bought this yesterday. I can just buy whatever I want. And I know it's like maybe a small thing, but like this was an act of abundance. I was just shopping the whole summer, whatever I wanted to buy, I could buy. And I was like, wow, I'm so grateful because it wasn't always like that. And even if I had the money to buy stuff, I still felt survival. So, once I really step into abundance, this is when millionaires just find me and they love to be around me and they're like, you just like such a vibrational match. Let's just hang out. I'm not only talking about men, I'm talking about women, friends, events. Like I've been visiting places and I thought that certain experiences were tied to a certain city, but no, those people pattern, they come again and again and again because you become a vibrational match to something. So if you have negative experiences, if you have a pattern of attracting men that don't treat you right, or maybe men who are not well off, or maybe men who are disrespectful, it's a pattern. And I promise you, even if you change your look, even if you change the city, even if you change your job, it will be the same thing. A lot of times women think, oh, if I get like a surgery or better clothes, or I move the country, then I will be rescued and I will attract better people. But you know what? You need only one guy and you need a couple of friends in whatever city, even if majority of people are not your vibe, you will find your people when you are a vibrational match to a certain type of people and pattern. Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments. But those pattern, whatever your experience, can be changed. And once you change that, it's like again on autopilot. So once I changed the pattern from attracting people who would disrespect me, attracting people who would be in scarcity with money, from and I change it into respectful, abundant people. Everywhere I go, I meet them and they are just so magnetized to me. Like I get invited into places like I can't even explain that. So I'm all about strategy. I'm all about, having a plan. So that's part of the coaching with me as well. But you working with your subconscious and being a vibrational match to a certain type of life. Is it money? Is it a certain type of man? Or even when you are watching as a man, a certain type of woman? It all has a deep rooted subconscious reason. And this can be switched off, and your reality changes within weeks, sometimes days. That's why I'm so obsessed about this work. That's why so many of my clients get results after working with me for a couple of months while they were stuck for years. Because we're doing really deep transformational work. And yeah, like you don't have to wait longer for your life to be amazing. You don't have to suffer more, be older, um, go through this and this and this. I know we always believe that, but it's not quite the case. Like you get to be happy now and you get to have a transformation in your reality right now. And I'm just so excited about this. Actually, recently I've been So let me finish the sentence. I'm so excited about this. So if you desire my support on your journey too, make sure to reach out for a free love audit call. It's completely free. The link is in the description box or in my bio. So actually, I've been recently receiving so many miracles. Maybe I will make another video about miracles. I've been receiving so many miracle signs where I wanted to manifest something, and I would have never in a billion years thought it would manifest this way, but it did, like instantly. One example is that I don't think I have my phone here, but one of my favorite dresses, I was having it for like 5 years, and I was like, I want it again. I don't care if I always wear the same thing. I just love this dress. And I tried to look for it. I tried to look for it, and I couldn't find it. And I couldn't find it anywhere online. And I was like, okay, let me just check the same company. Let me order a similar dress. And you won't believe it. They sent me the exact dress that I wanted in my size. Like, they don't even sell this anymore since 5 years. And if they made a mistake, they could have sent me any other dress. But no, they sent me exactly the one that I wanted. Like, this level of manifestation is just crazy. And I did have that a couple of times in my, like, regularly, and recently it's just a lot. So I'm really excited to even share with you more about this. Let me know if those topics are interesting to you. But this is also why a lot of my clients can't find a good man. Then we remove the subconscious blockage, we do the inner work, they become a vibrational match to something, and then boom, out of nowhere, you just can't even explain it logically where this guy comes from. And then not only him, 10 others. Like great guys, ready for commitment, ready to provide, amazing, loyal. Like, okay, like suddenly everything changed. Yeah, and they didn't have to suffer. They didn't have to work harder. They didn't have to wait longer, do any surgeries. It's all about really changing the point of attraction. And that has multiple pillars. I'm not going to be talking about this here. But whatever your reality is right now, if you are feeling invisible like I used to, or if you are having a pattern that doesn't serve you in with dating or even other life areas, please, please, please don't give up. But sometimes trying in the same way that you've been trying before and keep failing isn't either the way. And there is another way. There is a way where you really tap into subconscious, become a match to something new, and boom, it manifests. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love to chat with you guys. I'm gonna try to come on more often. Let me know in the comments what kind of topic you would love for me to talk with you about. And before I forget, I am still launching a new course, which is called Get Over Your Ex. And it's basically creating a foundation for you to have, like the links in the description box. But this course basically creates a foundation for you where you not only mentally, but also spiritually, emotionally are able to close the door to the old relationship and really make space for the man that is supposed to be with you. And even if this is your husband, even if you want to let go of the old way of, maybe there were some fights, some traumatic events, you want to let go of all of that and make space and be energetically ready for a healthy top 1% man, this course is for you. Yeah, because it's like you have you like imagine those kind of shelves, they're like full with stuff, but you want pink flowers in here. You have to get rid of that first and get the pink flowers. Yeah, so we are doing a lot of energetic cleansing and really creating energetically space for the man that is supposed to be with you. And so this is what I suggest you to start with the course Get Over Your Ex. It's super affordable. You can get it, the links in my description box. And it's the pre-course for my best-selling course, How to Date a Millionaire. There you have also lots of guidance, A to Z, how to navigate the dating process, also magnetism embodiment practices. But I suggest you to start with the Get Over Your Ex. I'm thinking maybe I might change the name, but for now it's called this way. And I'm excited to have you there, and I see you soon. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I see you in the next one.